Hey Weirdos, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we have a special guest here. Oh my god! Ripping out my weave. And today we're going to be talking about boys and sugar daddies.
Introduce myself.
Oh.
What a bitch.
Me like
who?
Yeah,
Trash.
we don't care.
I'll go.
This is my video.
Hi hookers, I'm Lilah. Literally, this is our first time fucking hanging out with soul sisters.
Literally, like the same person.
So this has been fucking time and I'm so excited to be here. So
yes. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about boys and passing and like sugar daddy
being clocked.
Yeah.
All the fucking tea bitch that us fucking hot ass bitches have to go through daily.
Us fucking trannies.
Shit's exhausting.
Oh, 100%. What do you think is like the most thing that like clocks you? For me, it's my voice.
Okay.
Everyone clocks me in my voice.
I think it's either my voice or like...
You don't have a cocky voice.
I don't know. I feel like because... I think it's my voice.
Literally all of my YouTube comments are like,
the voice is everything. People comment that. Yeah. I did not think that. I was excited. I was like, ooh, I feel like she's gonna have such like a bad bitch voice. Like her voice is like the voice that's like, if somebody stared at her in high school, she would like be the one walking down the hallway like, ha! Like
literally me.
Nasty weird bitch. I had Tinder, but then it got fucking banned.
Banned! Twice! And now I'm on Bumble.
Yes.
Bumble you don't get banned and they're so much hotter.
Oh, yeah. I need to get Mama needs a Bumble.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I actually just deleted all of my dating apps because sister is on like a boy cleanse. I
was just talking to my friend about that. When you start hormones, which both of us are obviously on, you never.
Natural
what's a hormone? Makes you fucking like less horny and you're just,
100%.
Like, you're like guys like you, like sex just like you'd rather lay in bed and watch Netflix. Like
I don't know if this is like for you and this is coming to your mind. Do you like enjoy sex?
No.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
At all.
There's
the biggest act.
That, first of all, the prep, disgusting. Second of all, like the actual act of like getting fucked is painful.
Okay, not really painful for me anymore.
Yeah.
Mama's a maid porn star from birth.
Good?
But no, it doesn't really feel good. Like, literally, during sex, I put on the biggest show because, honestly, I would totally be a porn star. So I'm just, like,
me too, kicking
my ass back. Like, I'm not even gonna...
When I only had sex like, a few times.
Okay. I'm like 10.
Like,
I'm not ashamed.
No, don't be. Oh man, I'm the queen of like not being ashamed.
Fuck you guys.
I totally like bleeped out my body count in my last video, but like, I'll be honest, I've hooked up... Well, okay, so what do you consider hooking up? For me, it's like anything more than making out.
My body count, like people that have fucked me, is 10.
It's 10.
Slash, I had sex with one guy, like literally I was...
Oh, are you serious?
Quick little story time. When I moved to California, like I haven't had sex since like last like April or like after 420, so probably like May, like my birthday's May 2nd. And so even moving to California in August, like now it's February and I just had sex for the first time in like a year, like 2 weeks ago. And it was like such a mission because I was like, I'm not used to like trying to find somebody to like have sex with me. Like, cause usually I was just like, gay or whatever, but now I'm like, oh, Mama's trans. Like,
there's such a difference.
There's such a fucking difference, and like, I got banned from fucking Tinder, so like, I'm on fucking like Grindr, like literally like a gay app.
I like to have a Bumble. And like
telling people that I'm trans, and this one guy wanted to fuck me, and he literally like during sex, he's like,
do you want to fuck me?
And I was like, no. He's like, that was fun. Like, what was your name again? Like, you don't even remember? He's hit me up like 4 times since, like, no, but I don't even have your number saved. Next.
Okay, so I've had sex with 4 people. Like,
amazing.
Sex.
Okay.
And more than making out, which like if you know.
Slow moment.
Like 15.
Amazing.
Because, and this is like what I'll like, this is
and
like
I guarantee
major
you've had a lot of like straight boy experiences.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So excited.
Came out as trans my freshman year of high school. And I didn't transition though. My parents like weren't really cool with it. Like it wasn't tea.
Hard.
Yeah, but it was good though. I'm like so
like have it out there. Can't relate. Literally, I started wearing makeup senior year.
Okay, yeah.
High school.
So mine was sophomore.
Okay.
And so
I wish I would have started earlier.
Yeah. In terms of like my day-to-day life, I was a boy in makeup, but in terms of guys, I wore wigs. I was on straight Tinder.
This is amazing.
Yeah, and so for me, I told guys I was
such an icon.
But a lot of guys, it turned into a thing where literally me hooking up with a guy meant me getting into their car and sucking their dick and that's it. Like literally no conversation, like wouldn't make out, like
you're a fucking machine. Like,
yeah, and it really fucked with my self-esteem, but I thought I had to do it because I was like, okay, like I thought it like proved my womanhood.
Yeah, no. And don't feel like that, you guys.
Yeah, no, don't. It's literally, and it has fucked me up so much. And honestly, like, I'm gonna be so completely honest. I did that for so long. Like, it like got to the point, and I didn't really realize it. And this is like fucked up. And I've talked about this on my channel before. But when I was 17, I was going to hook up with this guy, and we had talked for like a year.
Oh God.
And not like talk like we were talking, like talked about like meeting up and like hooking up. And I go to meet up with him, and it was like late at night. He was a mall security guard, and he was on the
job. Love a good mall security moment.
We go to like hook up, and we're hooking up, and it was like gross. I wasn't feeling it, but at this time I didn't know how to say no to guys. I literally was so bad. So I just like felt like I had to prove myself to them. And so he asked to have sex, and I'm a virgin at this point. And
oh my God, the first timer.
I was like, okay, I was like, 'cause I didn't know what to do. And so, and I was like, this, like, sucking his dick was so gross. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And so he like goes behind me. We're like outside on the roof of a parking garage, and he goes to like
fucking Tesla chargers, like gets electrocuted
at midnight. And he goes to put it in, and I'm like, wait, no, like I'm not ready for this. And he like grabs me by my shoulder, pushes me down, and like shoves it in. Oh! And I had to, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know. Oh my God, I know. Yeah, not cute.
No. And guys are fucking
everything. Yeah, because
of dirt.
Everything that I had like gone through, I like thought that was okay. For months, I literally was like, oh, it just wasn't a good hookup, and I didn't like
process like what had happened.
Yeah, and so when I moved out to LA and I was like talking to these guys, when I first got out here, I was like, okay, like I'm so lucky to like not be as clockable, I feel like, anymore. Yeah. So I was not telling guys, and I was talking to them, and by the
You're
time...
You're like not clockable at all.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Like I'm pissed.
Obviously, I was gonna tell them once I like thought it was gonna be like meaningful.
Yeah.
And every time I did it, always would like, they'd be like, fuck you, like whatever.
Like, no, fuck
right.
you.
Like, it's not, it really isn't that serious.
It starts to fuck with you.
For
100%.
sure.
Tommy, not to like toot her horn for her, but look at her fucking nose.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Isn't it? Look how good.
Is it a nose job?
Yeah.
Is it non-surgical?
No.
No, she's real. I mean, she's not real, but she's a nose job.
So many people, I feel like, can relate to like what had happened with you, because like it happens, but you think that you need to like prove like your like
womanhood.
worth and like womanhood and like how you feel, and then like these guys just treat you like ass, but you're like, fuck it, like I sucked them off.
Literally, you feel like you have to prove yourself to them.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of cis girls don't understand, because a lot of my friends will be like, bro, like, why haven't you blocked them?
They don't get it.
And I'm literally like, I feel like it's my only like option. Like I feel like I won't be able to find anyone else.
100%. People who are in like the LGBTQ community struggle so hard with like finding somebody to like show their like value and their worth to. So when these situations happen, you're like, oh fuck it, like it happened, like whatever. And then you're just like, you realize you're like, oh my God, like I'm fucking alone ass bitch.
Right.
Like, I'm a loser.
And it's so hard to find like guys that are genuinely okay with it.
100%. Because they just want their fucking dick sucked.
Right. And like when you do find someone who wants something meaningful, I feel like when if it ever doesn't go right, then like you feel like you have to like make it go right, and then you have to force it.
It's so I'm so happy you know that. It's so hard.
What is the like pleasure in it for me? Literally nothing. It's just that like connection with someone that I wanted.
I've had like a couple good ones, but other than that, it's just, like, fun.
Some of them are like fun, but like it's nothing like meaningful.
No.
I'm like just gonna like talk to guys and do it in like a meaningful way. Yeah. I did that recently, but then it kind of got to the point I was putting so much energy into trying to find guys.
Like, what's the point? I'm over it.
Right. And I have to prove myself, and it's just so much. And
I don't have the time.
Right. And I had recently was like talking to a guy for like a while, and it was not really. He wasn't treating me right, and I was giving him so many excuses.
And you were like making up excuses for him to push it like out of your mind that it like, wasn't real.
Exactly.
If that makes sense.
Now I'm at the point where I deleted Bumble, and I've like
literally
love
that
just
for
like,
you.
stopped caring though as much too. Like I used to be like, if I'd walk outside and see like a couple, I'd be like, wow, like I wish I had that.
I went through that stage right when I got put on my hormones like 4 months ago. I went through that stage hard where I was like, I just want a boyfriend, because like all my roommates literally have significant others, and it's like I'm alone.
Sorry, anyways, continue. I just feel like at this point, like I'm so sick of it, and I'm kind of at the point now where like, I have nothing to prove. Like I want to be
confident myself. Bye.
Them, they're not worth it.
Goodbye.
You know what I mean?
so many people, especially in the LGBT community, but like in fucking general, I'm so sick of people giving their time and energy to people who literally like wouldn't do the same.
I'm very much at that point where it's like, okay, I feel like I don't, first of all, need to disclose from the get-go, like, hey, I'm a tranny.
Exactly.
Okay, this is something that I feel like not a lot of people talk about on YouTube.
Let's hear it.
And I feel like there's a lot of, like, buzz around it, is the whole, like, oh, is it, like, okay to not want to date someone who's trans? Like, for guys to be like, no, I'm not about that. And I get it to a certain extent. But I also have to think, because of the fact that if you are a straight guy, most straight guys I've ever met, even like friends, boyfriends, all want to do anal. All are into anal. We have a hole. We can still be fucked.
That's fine.
There's literally
just
not
have
a little lot of difference.
Extra.
Yeah, but like they don't have to like see it. Like I know what I hope, but guys usually it's not like out like whatever. So it's kind of like there's not that much of a difference in having sex with someone who's trans and having sex with someone who's
Maybe I'll give you the show of your fucking life.
Right. And then I even hear people being like, oh, post bottom surgery. So many guys are like, I just look at you as a man.
It's like, what?
And I'm like, what is the difference?
There's literally none. Even like now, what? Like, okay, ready? What's the difference, bitch? There fucking isn't one. And I think, I was talking about this with someone the other day. I want to know how you feel. Yeah. Being on sugar daddy websites and all that, like, I always have to, like, tell people before I meet up with them because I don't want to get my body chopped up. Right. To me, I am so fucking 135% woman, so female, so feminine, woman, girl, lady, whatever the fuck you want to say. And just literally with something fucking extra at this point. Like, it doesn't even bother me. Like, obviously, like, I know, like, I'm not maybe, like, 100% to other people. Right. But like, you bitch, are. I am. Like, that's the thing. Like, right. And like, I have gotten breasts from 100%. My boobies are coming out. Like, I have a solid I thought she got her boobs done. I'm pissed. I'm livid. It's just weird, especially when guys are like, oh, are attracted to you when they don't know. So there's not a whole lot of shit that they can say. Sugar daddies or whatever who are like, sorry, not into that. It's like, baby, I'll still show you a good time. Just give me the money. This bitch can't really relate. Yeah, okay, so I've been really lucky and my parents are actually amazing and they have helped me a lot with all of my surgeries and everything like that. So I haven't had to experience sugar daddies and stuff like that. But I do know that there's a lot of people in the trans community who like don't have another choice. And that's what's so sad. And they do like escorting, like black market, like dirty shit. And like, to me, honestly, like, you guys may be like, who is this skank fucking prostitute ass whore? First of all, I've only gone on one sugar daddy date and he was so fucking nice and it went amazing and everything, but like, so many people I know just from like stories have not had that same like situation at all. Like, so many, and like, even just like trans people like trying to just like hook up with somebody or like have a good time and then like literally ends up like getting fucking murdered. Like, it's so scary and you have to be so careful. I mean, I'm not really like on sugar daddy sites or in like, but like on Tinder and stuff like that. If I'm on a dating site, 100% I'm gonna put it in my bio just for like safety reasons, just because I feel like I have to. Because like, don't message me if you don't want the full package. Baby, if you don't want the full package, don't even waste your time. Right. But I will say, if I meet someone in person and they're like, I'm not gonna tell them. I'm not gonna tell them. No. It's like, hi, I'm Lilah, I'm trans. Like, what? For me, it's weird. Like, I will hang out with you. Like, I'm not like. It's my decision. Like, first of all, what if we hang out and I'm like, oh, wait, I'm not actually really into this person? No. Doesn't mean we're gonna fuck. Like, if we're gonna have sex, of course, I'm gonna tell you. Taking off my Spanx to a little surprise. Right. And I'll tell you if I like see it going somewhere because it is such a big part of my life that like I do feel like if I see it going in like a relationship. I think us both are so confident and proud. So it's not. Well, especially with social media. Yeah, exactly. So many people aren't about like being out there and confident, but I'm like, bitch, if you want the fucking full thing, like here's me. I'm so happy with it, but I don't think it's important to like introduce myself. Exactly. It shouldn't define you. It's not a defining character. No. And I don't know how you feel about this, but my thing with guys who like are into trans girls, I don't fuck with that. Only because, and I don't know if you do. I think it's sketchy. Because of the thing is like, I get if you're into like, you black girls. Of wanting to kill me. Right. I get if you're like into black girls, into girls with blonde hair. Those are physical characteristics. 100%. Being trans isn't a physical characteristic. No, it's like, what do you... Right. So I'm like, wait, a what? Like, no. I've had guys who are like, oh, I'm like into like trans girls. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, like you seem sweet and like even if you would want a relationship, I'm not about that because of the fact that I just don't want to be a fetish. And it's one thing if like wow, I love Hispanic girls, but like being trans isn't a physical thing. I look just as much of like a girl as anyone else. Any other woman. I've had some friends like pretend that they were like so accepting and like talk major shit. I've had people be like, oh, like
love you, whatever, but they're like, oh, like, being trans is a sin. Like, I had a friend straight up tell me that if her son came out as gay, that she would take him to church and try and change him. And then
I know a family like that.
She goes, oh, but I know it wouldn't work. I would just still try. And I was like, so you're gonna purposely fuck up your kid?
Purposely, like, fucks. Oh my god, that's just so fucked up to me. So, quick story time moment. I had a friend who was like, literally cried when I told her that I got my acceptance letter thing from my therapist, like, giving the doctors okay to put me on hormones. And then, like, when it came down to fully, like, me transitioning and like changing my name and all of that, like still called me like my like past names, pronouns and all this.
Fuck out of here.
Came to LA to visit me in person, still using like said it a few times. And you just have to realize it's so hard. No, baby, it's
not.
one word. And then
not.
We went out one night, and before we went out, she goes, "You're gonna love this. I feel like it would just be better and easier if you just tried and find a guy's ID to use."
Oh wait, a what?
A guy's ID. Like literally like said that to my face. Like full on, like I was like in like a snakeskin two-piece and like literally she said that to me and I was like, and then I go, why? And she's like, just being guys, I feel like it would just be easier. And I was like, yeah, I can't wait for you to go home, bitch. Like and I haven't talked to her since she left. No, we're best friends, like talked every day, 5,000 times a day.
That's
disgusting. When you disrespect me, it's like a flip just switches for me. It's like bye. I literally, like, if I just met you right now, like 100% woman. 100% woman. Like, you are not clickable at all. Like, I'm so shook, like, since the get-go.
So I had a situation where I had, like, talked to this guy or whatever, and he treated me literally so well. Like, the first guy ever to be like...
Like in LA?
No.
In Illinois, okay.
Yeah, but I was living here and went home for like a break. And there's a whole story time on this about like, I don't know
Click
if you
the link
saw
below, bitch.
Yeah, of like the guy, he had a girlfriend and I didn't know, and then he told me and then I still kept talking to him because I was like, he treated me so right, lied straight to my face all the fucking time. And it's still watching all of my fucking Snapchat stories.
I love that.
And
I love that.
What makes me feel so good is the fact that I'm in his subscriptions box, so I don't have him added. So I'm like,
baby, I don't have you on anything.
Yeah,
you're still getting notifications when I post.
Yeah, which is iconic. He was like, so like, I literally think you're just as much of a woman as anyone else, like amazing, like the sweetest guy, and it was literally, I just feel like behind the clothes, like I just don't think it would have ever gone anywhere, and it was so sad, but
it's because then you just have to think and you're like, oh,
yeah,
was it just fake? Like,
right, I felt like an experiment to him by the end, but it made me realize that like how he treated me, as much as it was fake, I can find that for real, and like that's what I want. That's why I'm so big on like sharing all of like the fucked up shit. Because yeah, it puts me in kind of a bad light, you know what I mean? But if there's like a younger trans person or even just like a gay person out there who like wants to like get on Grindr or whatever, don't do it. Don't do it, guys. I'm all for like the normal like and I know that's so hard, but just wait, like genuinely, because I know that I didn't want to wait or like. And have better standards. Yes. Don't just go out and like hook up with guys.
You can put yourself in the very, very scary like catfishes.
Right.
Also fucked up. Yes.
Yeah. Oh so much. Because it's like you want more, but you feel like that's all you can get, and so you just take it because it's all you can get at that time. But like no, you can find more.
That is the fucking tea. We just vented so hard for so long, and I honestly feel like we could keep going for
for sure. But yeah, guys, you have to go fucking subscribe to this bitch. Her link will be in the bio. You better fucking click it. Their videos are iconic. I like watched like, so many of them all at once because I was like, this was hilarious.
See, that's what's weird to me. I'm like, people actually like take their time to like.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, for sure.
Lilah Gibney on everything, you guys.
Yeah.
If you are not subscribed to her, what the fuck are you doing?
Yes, bitch. Click that fucking subscribe button. Click that fucking bell button. And you guys can follow me on all of my social medias. My Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat are all Alyssa Loren. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye, you guys.
Bye, Weirdos.